Good day. Here are the stories for the Manila Times for Monday, January 18, 2021.
U.S. President-elect Joe Biden's decision to immediately ask Congress to offer legal status to an estimated 11 million people in the country has surprised advocates given how the issue has long divided Democrats and Republicans, even within their own parties. Biden will announce legislation on his first day in office to provide a path to citizenship for millions of illegal immigrants in the United States, according to 4 people briefed on his plans. The president-elect campaigned on a path to citizenship for the roughly 11 million people in the United States illegally, but it was unclear how quickly he would move while wrestling with the coronavirus pandemic, the economy, and other priorities. The Food and Drug Administration is considering an age cap for the Pfizer vaccine for COVID-19 after Norwegian health officials reported a small number of elderly patients dying shortly after receiving the vaccine. The agency handed the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine an emergency use authorization on Thursday, paving the way for its rollout. Last week, the Norwegian Medicines Agency said it had investigated the deaths of 13 patients, all of them over 80 years old, who suffered a fatal side effect after being inoculated with the Pfizer vaccine. Associate Justice Marvic Maria Victor Leonen remains unbeaten as the Supreme Court's backlog leader. Leonen still has the biggest number of unresolved cases based on the court's quarterly report of case audit last year. In the copy of the audit report obtained by the Manila Times, Leonen had 82 pending cases in the court and 863 cases in the 3rd Division, which he heads, as of June 30, 2020. The document, prepared and signed by the Division Clerk of Court Misael Domingo Batung III, showed that Leonen disposed only 36 cases in the second quarter of 2020. The document does not say if the cases were actually resolved or merely handed over to a junior justice. Leonen racked up a total of 945 pending cases as of mid-year 2020. The love of the sea prompted a 12-year-old girl to raise funds for the restoration of corals in the Camiguin province. Sofia Pardo said she was 10 years old and a graduating student of the International Baccalaureate Primary Years Program, or PYP, when she had a project that she was most passionate about, protecting the sea. She shared that they would have to present the results at the PYP exhibition after finishing the project, which was based on one of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. She launched her fundraising activities in collaboration with the Sangkalikasan Producers Cooperative, or SPC, through Jose Rodriguez to fund the successful microfragmentation and colony fusion of slow-growing massive corals to preserve reef biodiversity. A Philippine Air Force helicopter crashed in Bukidnon on Saturday, killing all 7 persons aboard. The Philippine Army 4th Infantry Division spokesman Major Rodolfo Cordero Jr. said the UH-1H aircraft was delivering supplies from Malaybalay City, Bukidnon to a patrol base when its engine faltered at 2:30 p.m. He added that the pilot tried for an emergency landing but failed. The helicopter crashed in Sitio Nagiit, Barangay Bulonay, Impasugong Town. Killed were Lieutenant Colonel Arnie Arroyo, the pilot, Second Lieutenant Mark Anthony Kaabay, co-pilot, Sergeant Mervin Bersabe, Airman First Class Stephen Agarado, Sergeant Julius Salvado, and Jerry Ayokdo and Jamil Sugalang, both members of the Civilian Armed Forces Geographical Unit. A statement from the Air Force said the aircraft, with tail number 517, was attached to the 205th Tactical Helicopter Wing. Lieutenant Colonel Aristides Galang Jr., Air Force spokesman, said a team has been formed to investigate the crash. The Bureau of Immigration banned the entry of travelers from the United Arab Emirates and Hungary starting midnight of January 17, Commissioner Jaime Morente said. He noted that the UAE and Hungary were added in the travel ban because these have reported cases of the new COVID-19 variant. The Interagency Task Force for the Management of Emerging Infectious Diseases extended the ban on travelers coming from the United Kingdom, Denmark, Ireland, Japan, Australia, Israel, the Netherlands, the People's Republic of China, including the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region, Switzerland, France, Germany, Iceland, Italy, Lebanon, Singapore, Sweden, South Korea, South Africa, Canada, Spain, and the United States. The ban also included visitors coming from Portugal, India, Finland, Norway, Jordan, Brazil, Austria, Pakistan, Jamaica, Luxembourg, and Oman. Thousands of devotees on Sunday marked the feast of the Santo Niño by hearing Mass at the Santo Niño de Tondo Parish and Santo Niño de Pandacan Parish despite warnings from the local government. At one point, 2,000 devotees flocked to the Santo Niño de Tondo Parish, while the Santo Niño de Pandacan Parish had 800 attendees. Both parishes had fewer masses, 11 for Tondo instead of 33, and 9 instead of 15 at the Pandacan Parish. The Kumpilang Bayan, Lakbay Barangay, and Lakbay Parokya, the visit of the Santo Niño statue in villages, Lakbayao, motorcades, and blessing of the images, processions, and street parties were cancelled. The masses were live-streamed via Facebook. In business, the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas said its net profit declined by 14% in the first 11 months of 2020. The central bank's unaudited financial statements showed that it netted 34.51 billion pesos in January to November 2020, down by 14.2% from 40.24 billion pesos in 2019. No reason was provided for the decline. Revenues went down by 4.3% to 108.5 billion pesos from 111.43 billion pesos a year earlier. Interest income hit 77.8 billion pesos, a 16.4% fall from 93.1 billion pesos a year ago. The BSP posted 30.64 billion pesos in miscellaneous profit during the period, higher by 51.3% from 20.25 billion pesos in 2019. The BSP said the income includes trading gains and losses, fees, penalties, and other operating income. Over to sports. Philippine Superliga chairman Philip Huico bared that the PSL ordered 1,000 COVID-19 vaccines exclusively for its use. In a television interview, Huico said the order was made through the Go Negosyo program of Joey Concepcion. If the PSL did not receive the vaccine on time, Huico said the league will stage its tournaments in a bubble. The same setup it will implement in staging the Beach Volleyball Challenge Cup on February 25 to 27 in Subic. Rigoberto Tiglao and Father Anilio Aquino are today's front page columnists. Tiglao continues the blog series of Roberto Reyes, this time talking about the Communist Party of the Philippines influencing religion in schools, while Father Aquino discusses how to wrestle normalcy back amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Today's editorial believes the vaccine passports to people vaccinated against COVID-19 is a wise move. Read the full version on the paper's opinion section or listen to the voice of the Times. For more news and information, get a copy of the Manila Times on print, subscribe to its digital edition, or log on to www.manilatimes.net. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, and keep up with the Times. With the Fort Villaseran, this is Eric John Seco reporting. May you have a safe week ahead.